To make $1 million in profit, you need $1.2 million in revenue with a digital product, and you need 20 million in revenue with the restaurant. This is where I'm gonna lock in gym code, repeat. We should have used TypeScript. There has never been a better time in history to build digital products. Let's shoot.
This ad is so good.
Time for serious business. What if I die? Just ship it.
Meet Mark Liu, a millionaire who owns exactly 0 pairs of shoes and way more startups than you'd think is reasonable. He sits here in this disgustingly beautiful tropical paradise to show you how to turn ideas into brands, strangers into clients, and your boring job into a distant memory.
So we're on the way to the next Airbnb.
And we're sad to leave, especially.
Yeah, it was such a beautiful place. Oh wow, the bridge is beautiful. That's unreal color. Which direction are we going?
Are we going this way or that way? I'm not so sure which way we're going.
Boo.
Oh.
So healthy. We bought the salmon from the mom cook. 500 gram, lots of protein. Feel some muscles.
Alright, so we just landed in a new place in New Zealand. We're lost in the middle of absolutely nowhere, which I guess is good because there's no other distraction than this. So I have a brand new feature I need to ship for DataFast, so I guess this is where I'm gonna lock in gym code, repeat.
This is what we're gonna do. So you're the coach today.
There's no surf in New Zealand where we are, so this is the first time doing a CrossFit session with the wife.
Go, champion. There is no legacy if I drop this.
Oh no!
Oh, it's hard.
It's just a momentum and skill.
Yeah, I didn't get it.
Time to code.
We are going to take a killer thumbnail for the New Zealand vlog, and we are going to move this swing to the middle of the road.
It's not a bad outfit.
Why?
I just wish I could see something on my screen. Allez, vas-y, let's go, man.
Okay.
We're gonna get cancelled.
Okay.
Look at that.
200 gram grass-fed beef from New Zealand. They have the best life until they got eaten by humans.
So good.
We catch this little bird. She came through the window.
It's like a little indie hacker just starting the journey, and we want to wish him good luck.
Just ship it.
Ah! She stays here. Maybe she loved us. Bye bye, pretty bird.
It's 10 p.m. There is absolutely no one around, and we can see all the stars. It is so beautiful. Time to go to bed. Good morning. It is Sunday morning, and there's nothing I like better than a coffee and a book. This is what I am reading at the moment, The Breakthrough Experience. Usually I have this approach for hopefully almost everything where it's either a hell yeah or no. So if I really like the book, then I'm gonna keep reading. If it's meh, then I'm just gonna go for another book. This one, I don't know. I still really don't know. But at the same time, I'm like, just keep digging. I guess if it makes it in another video, then it's probably a hell yeah book. Good shit. Good shit, good shit. Breakfast time.
The point when you move Airbnb is too often.
You find
So much time opening drawers straight.
daily workout with the wife. Let's go.
Do you like the new one?
30 minutes of workout per day, 30 minutes of coding, 30 minutes of marketing. Do these every single day of the year, and 2025 will be freaking amazing. New Zealand is so beautiful.
Man, this ad is it's so good.
I was bored today and I didn't want to code, so instead I made an ad and I used AI for that.
So here's the thing. A couple days ago, I saw this ad on Instagram. Like literally, it was in my feed. It's a French dude who is promoting his restaurants.
And I was like, this is a really good ad.
And it's also extremely simple to make. You just need an iPhone to record that. And so I try to make the same thing for my ad. Let me show you what I come up with.
People always ask me, hey Jordan, how do you invest your money? I don't know. My name is not even Jordan, it's Mark. But what I know is this, the best investment you can make is learn how to code and build your own tiny internet business. And now with AI, it's easier than ever. So check out codefast.now and start coding today.
This literally took 45 minutes to make because I already know like this ad format works. It's a very simple script. I use AI to rewrite the initial script. So I took the script from that Instagram ad, I put it to AI, I described the product I'm selling, and then I asked the AI to keep the same short format and write it for my own product. Then I asked my wife to shoot me and do my weird stuff. And I use this little website here, Submagic. You just upload your video and then they add those like sexy thumbnails onto your video, which make it more dynamic. I think this is for Instagram, so it needs to move a little bit. And now I'm lucky that I have a good friend of mine, Nico. You might have seen him in some of my previous videos. He's also an indie hacker. He used to manage high budget, not like mine, like really high budget ads for like software and stuff. So he's really good at it, and he's gonna help me like with the targeting on Facebook and Instagram to make sure that the ad is seen by the right people. If that works, I will just report in those videos what I get from those ads. I really had no idea that today would be an ad day. I really don't like marketing, but when it becomes fun like this, where it's like a very short, tiny thing, I make a video that is hopefully fun. I come up with like weird ideas. One point here is, if you ever see an ad that looks fun and it's quite easy to make, try to replicate that ad. Use the format they use, because if you're seeing the ad, it means they're spending decent money. So it means that the ad somehow is working. Take that ad, ask the AI to make the copywriting and the part that you don't know, and try to sell it somewhere on Instagram, Facebook, or just post the video on your own Instagram and see how that goes. And now it's time for serious business.
Today is a little bit of a special day, not only because this is probably one of the most beautiful places I've ever stayed, but also because what if I die? Like, I'm French, and my company is in Singapore. I have a local director, and there's a little over $1 million in cash in the company. How do I make sure that my wife gets everything if something happened to me? So I'm doing some boring legal stuff, but now I have my friend ChatGPT, who is going to, I guess, make my life much easier. In Singapore, company shares do not automatically transfer to a spouse upon death. Instead, they're handled through succession laws, a will, and legal documents. I get some paperwork, I guess. Okay, I guess I found this it's a lawyer company or whatever this is. They have a little button to message them on WhatsApp, which is something I love about Asia. You can do everything on WhatsApp. I send them a WhatsApp and I mentioned the fact that I want my wife to own everything if something happens to me. I know this is kind of an awkward question, but I was thinking I've been working hard for 6 years to create this thing, and my wife has been my co-founder somehow. Like, mentally, she's been here all the time, and I think she deserves to get every single beat that's left if I were to disappear. And I want to make sure that there's no friction for her to get it, like having to fight in court or something like this. That took me 5 minutes. Maybe that'll take me another 30 minutes later and probably cost me $1,000 worth of lawyer things. But at least I know that if anything happens, she has some sort of peace and will get all the rewards of all the things she's been through, because I would have never be able to make any of this without my wife. Ah shit. No, but actually I'm a bit emotional at the moment.
Oh, I think that's so good.
It almost looks like it's a bye-bye, you know? Like,
No, you're not gonna die tomorrow. No.
we'll sign a contract with a lawyer that says, you know, if anything happens, you will get everything of the company.
Doesn't happen.
I know.
Thank you for doing it, just in case.
You know, you never know. I mean, I'm just walking down the street and then there is one of those seagulls who shit on me. He goes into my eyes, he gets infected, boom, death. Alright, I don't really feel like working at the moment, so why not taking a day off and enjoy this beautiful New Zealand? It's going up now.
Woke up in a country lane, don't know what happened, I don't know how I came to be at the end of my rope with Megalado going up in smoke. Would you guys ask me? Just watch your brain. Hey, you say a truck, all things don't go my way. Get behaved.
What I have to do today is to build a bunch of features user requested. Life doesn't get any better than that. Yes, this is the best time of the day. I think I shipped around 6 features, all requested by my customers. That's very important. Let me show you this. This is it. This little card here is where I display all the new features that I've shipped on the app. And most of them come from this one. So I collect feedback from my customers, and one of the most requested feedback was I want to exclude renewal revenue from my metrics. So first thing what I did is I now split the revenue into 2 categories, the new revenue and the recurring revenue, usually coming from subscriptions or recurring customers. And so it's quite subtle, but the color, like there's different shades of orange here to differentiate which is new, which is renewal. And then I've created a little setting where people can turn off these like renewal revenue included into their KPIs, and so this revenue per visitor will include or not include the recurring revenue. And because shipping is fun, I also include in refunds. So now in gray color, if like a payment was refunded, then it's going to be shown in gray, and the revenue will of course not be included in the revenue per visitor. And finally, the last update I made, I think this one is more for me. I was really curious what happens when people visit my site but don't purchase on the first day. For instance, for this person, I know that they found my website through Beehive, so likely my newsletter, and they did not make a purchase on the day they viewed the site. And I was really curious, like when they make a purchase or the next days, where do they find my site? Do they click a tweet? Do they go on Google, whatever? And now I can see I added like this little line where I can see the new refer. And so now I know that this person found through my newsletter on the first day, and then when they came back by typing code fast on Google. If you're a user of DataFast, I hope you'll like this new update.
We're going from Christchurch to Timaru. In Christchurch, we were so busy, we couldn't make much YouTube video. Instead, you made like masterpiece.
Is it a masterpiece? I hope so.
So what is the video?
It's one of the questions people ask me the most often is like, how would you learn to code again now that there is AI? This is kind of like the roadmap I had for CodeFast. It's like I highlight to you all the steps you need to go from zero to coding a SaaS and coding faster with AI. And it's about 3 hours long, but the comments people who watch these videos, like it's extremely helpful, and man, that's it goes straight to my heart because I spent so much time making this video. I'm very happy that it's helpful and some people watch it and learn how to code with it.
This is the video Mark was working on for how long?
3 weeks.
3 weeks.
So basically the video it walks you through the first step, which is like understanding how the internet works, the fundamentals.
Yeah.
Then we go through building an entire software from zero, so complete beginner, teaching the basics of like what is an API, what is front end, what is a back end, how do you make a landing page, how to create a dashboard, what is a database. And then the end of the video, it's mostly how I use AI to code faster.
Definitely, if you want to learn code, just check it out. Like in 3 hours, you can learn everything what you need to learn. I'll put it in the card.
This is a really beautiful place. I think I want this in our house. So
Does it make you creative?
This makes me creative.
What did you find?
This. I was stuck. I think I found something. I want to know what you think. The thumbnail for the video, like I used the movie Split, different personality, like 7 versions of me. When you click,
there is like 5 to 10 seconds of play. And you're like playing the movie Split, and then after a little glitch, and be like, all right, and then explain the video, like intro. Like maybe there could be like a programmer that is worried that AI is going to replace them, and there's another programmer who's like, not at all, like, you know, that doesn't make any sense. But I want to play those two characters. I think I found it. This will be the background. Okay, we have to make sure we leave this Airbnb and publish this video after the host has reviewed us. Otherwise, it will be like, who the fuck are those weirdos?
Alright, so I ditched the previous book. Sorry, Mr. DeMartini, but I don't know, I didn't connect. And I started this new book, The Expectation Effect. This is a book that was recommended on Twitter from Alex, a really good guy. His entire Twitter account is dedicated to recommending books that he loves, and this is excellent. It's fun because I've read just one page and I knew instantly that this was a book for me. It's hard to explain why, but it was like a clear yes. This is probably the weirdest house we have been. Everything is super old. You have this like savanna animal. I need to show other weird stuff. This, I mean, it's not weird in itself, it's just weird as a part of this Airbnb where you have like spiritual stuff, old stuff, new stuff. Like inside you have this thing. I mean, to be honest, yeah, this, I want to remember those moments. Oh wow.
Oh wow, so beautiful. I want to take a photo.
Okay, we have to take a photo of this.
Somewhere over the rainbow.
This is the thumbnail I was working on yesterday. I hope it was worth it. And today is video recording day. This video should be on YouTube a week before or after this vlog. I hope you like the video too. Let's shoot. Bro, stop coding.
What?
AI is getting so good, they say it's going to replace us.
Replace us? We've built an entire company just using AI.
Customer support for Startup 13. How can I help you today? Why does everything have to be blue? And someone clicked the phishing email. We are so screwed. We don't offer refunds, I'm sorry. We need to change the border radius here. We should have used TypeScript. Hello? Boom. No. Guys, we need a meeting right now. Did AI just turn me into a manager?
Alright, boy. Let there be rock.
Let there be coffee. New Zealand is so beautiful, it's crazy. It's really beautiful. Like even the sunrise, just the sun itself is beautiful. This is very interesting. It's a study about the effect on placebos on relieving Parkinson's disease. And it's really fun to see that the price of the drug people will pay to be healed will impact how they will be healed. It basically says that the higher they pay for the pill, the higher the results they will get, which is really fun because it's super tied to what we do. I think I see lots of developers often making these mistakes of pricing their products too cheap. When you're getting started, I know it's tricky to ask for people money on the internet, but it's very important to price accurately because just the price itself without even seeing the product reflects on how good people will think the product is. It's called perceived value, and unlike the actual product where it needs a lot of work, you can just, increase just a little bit your pricing to make it seems like it's a better product. Of course, the product after has to deliver the value, but it's usually a mistake that I see developers make by pricing a little too cheap when they're getting started. And if you have no idea how to start with your pricing, the best is to look at what competitors are doing and price just a little higher, or look at other industries and applies what they do for yours. Back to this masterpiece. What are you reading?
The same book as you.
Do you like it so far?
I absolutely loved it because life is all about dealing with the expectation to yourself, to the other. Same as Atomic Habit, if you make the identity that you believe who you are, then you will behave in certain way to do so. Even though you're not the person yet, if you believe like you're a good entrepreneur, you're a good runner, you're a good, friend, then you will do your best to, become like that.
If you're not inspired after this pep talk, how? Alright, that's enough for today. This is a really good book. Now time for workout, luggage packing, and we are going to a new place where there's some... Workout is the second best legal drug on the planet after sleep. Take one dose daily. Side effect might include occasional flexing in the mirror.
It's 9:20 a.m. 22 minutes of heavy workout. Intense workout, and I'm set for the day. Airbnb checkout is in 20 minutes, and on the road again. The best electronic backpack no one talks about. Yeah, dirty. This is so heavy. Making YouTube videos is a workout. Let's go.
We're finally arrived.
Finally. Here we go, mate.
Let's see what kind of place it is.
Yes, sir.
What a surprise. Wow, we just entered the paradise. Welcome, Wonji and Mark.
Okay, I think this is the most unexpected, like out of what we are normally used to Airbnb.
Okay, are you ready?
Just look around.
Wow, the view! Every morning we're gonna have coffee while watching this amazing view. I feel like I'm in an old nanny's house.
And this is such a dream. Imagine you have a little door that leads to the ocean.
Yeah.
So nice.
Yeah,
There are seals everywhere.
Yeah, exactly.
This is so nice.
Yeah, this one looks dead. There are like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
I heard that sound. I freaking love nature. It's so beautiful.
That's true.
It makes me so happy to be next to them. I think we can also walk on the reef later.
When it's low tide, yeah.
She was scratching her head with her weird like little legs. Oh. Actually, they don't do shit. Careful. Huh? Breakfast. So good. Alrighto, it's time to get some work done, and today I'm doing my favorite activity of the year, accounting. But I'm not doing the accounting myself. I have an accountant doing it for me. I'm just reviewing the profit and loss statement, making sure that everything is right. My P&L should be somewhere around this video. It's in Singapore dollars. It's the total revenue for all of my sources of income. I think I have somewhere around like 10 sources of income in total. And when doing the P&L, I was surprised that the revenue is around, I think, $1.5 million in Singapore dollars, and the profit was 1.2 Singapore dollars, which is around 80% profit margin. And I'm not the type of guy who cut corners, so I am really easy peasy on the bills and stuff. I don't try to save money, I try to make more money instead. So I could optimize those profit margin, and I was still thinking 80% profit margin, knowing that I have no meetups, I have no ownership, I don't owe anything to anyone, I'm not renting a place, I don't manage employees, I don't have like payrolls at the end of the year or something. And that made me think of a little story back in 2016 when I was working as a waiter. I was earning around $10 per hour and I was working 10 hours a day. So at the end of the day, I would be paid $100 and I would bring to the business around $2,000. I know that because at the end of the day, we had to count all the bills and tell the business owner how much money we made on the day. And back in that restaurant, there were around 5 waiters at a time. And so I was thinking, like, this business owner sells around $10,000 per day worth of food. Of course, there's the ingredient, the rental, the cook to pay, but I was still thinking, like, that's around $300,000 per month or $3.6 million per year. This guy, the owner, might be freaking rich. I really wanted to know how much money he makes by the end of the year, but because we were in France, it's kind of it's a bit of a taboo topic. You don't ask someone how much money you're making. So I tried to ask without asking, and he told me, it's not what do you think it is. I never really understood until today, where I asked ChatGPT what is the average profit margin for restaurants. And I figured out that if you want to make the similar amount of money that I made in 2024 with a restaurant, you need to make $20 million. And here I am with my little $1.5 million in revenue, those two businesses are making the same profit by the end of the year. And on top of that, there's no risk that one of my employees cuts his finger while cutting a piece of meat. I'm not gonna injure typing on my keyboard. And this made me realize that for the same output, the input is completely different. To make $1 million in profit, you need $1.2 million in revenue with a digital product, and you need 20 million in revenue with a restaurant. For instance, this little product made $15,000 last year. It cost around $2 to $3 a month to send emails, and it runs for like $10 a month. So that's roughly 95% profit margin. Or you can create a product with the name Poop in it. Makes a couple $100 a month, and this costs $0 a month to maintain. Or this little software that makes $2,000 a month, and it costs less than $10,000 to run per month. So roughly all of my tiny software products have around 95% profit margin. And on top of this, I don't need to do much customer support. My products are running 24/7. The takeaway from this is profit is not revenue. And with a digital product, you don't need to hit crazy numbers in order to pay for your living. And now it has never been a better time in history to build something. With AI coming up with great marketing ideas, helping you coding and build those products, now is the time.
Or be like this guy and don't give a shit about life in whatsoever way.
It's working.
Oh, he's shitting it. Like, this is what a sea seal shitting looks like. And this is a post-shitting face. Yes, sir.
Relieved.
Yes, so relieved.